What is going on, guys? It is Dylan here. Today we'll be going over a ticker symbol analysis on the ticker symbol SENS senseonics. Before we get to the price action, where I think the stock price might go within the next few according days, I just want to let you know that I am bullish on the company. I do think they have a bright future ahead of them. But with that being to the side, let's just get right into the chart. Okay, so you do see that I have a pennant drawn up. We did break this pennant to the downside at that $2.10 level. We currently are at that $2 level where we are trying to find some support. Right, we got some pretty heavy support anywhere from that $2 to that 196. So definitely keep an eye on that. Short sellers, I don't think they would want to get too greedy, as they've gotten a pretty nice chunk of their change, 10 cents. Roughly like a 5% move to the downside. So we will see whether we do break the support and continue to see that, that dip, right? Then the rip, and then a dip, right? So maybe we will see that coming into this Monday, but at the same time, we are at that support, so you can't take that lightly. Okay, if we zoom out on the 4-hour just to get a better point of view of things, you see that the support really is a pretty important mark, as you do see. I accidentally moved it. You do see that right away, that support. It was a support over here where we did get a nice bounce and went all the way up to that $2.35 where we did get some resistance, came right back down, used it as support, was very indecisive there, finally broke beneath it, came back up, tested it a few times, and got a breakout at that resistance. So since we got a bounce there, and we might get a bounce here, that is something to consider going into next week. Definitely keep an eye on that for some support. If I go to the daily, you see that the RSI indicator, the relative strength index, does track the momentum of the stock, and that currently is going down, right? It is in a downwards trajectory, which definitely isn't bullish. We do want to see a snap out on that. Well, at least I should say, if you're a bull on the stock, right? You're buying shares of the stock, you own shares of the stock. But for a short seller and a bear, this is exactly what they want to see. This snap down. Generally, when that does happen, you do see the price kind of come down with it. Not in all cases, but that definitely is not an indicator that you want to be trading against to the long side. If you look at the volume, it hasn't been to where we wanted it to be. I say that being a trader, right? A lot of volume brings a lot of active, exciting price movements generally. And right now, you just see very lackluster volume ever since really, right around here. We've just seen a very slow sell-off into this range, which we currently are trading within that $2.35 and that 175. We are just consolidating within that right now. But yeah, it's what it's looking like on the daily. RSI moving down. The MACD is in a golden cross. It's not increasing buying pressure, so that is a little bit wearyful, but nonetheless, we are in a golden cross, so we do got to see how that reacts next week. With that being to the side, we're going to go into the 4-hourly just to look at the candles. So you see that, we did get the bounce off the range. Like I just said, we're consolidating within that $1.70 to that $2.35. We did get a nice double bottom confirmation on that. Did break the neckline, and right now we are in the middle of this range. So this $2 level really is the midway point for this consolidation range like manner. So if we do break below this, then we might potentially go down and see that $1.70, that $1.80. But at the same time, if we can establish a low on these levels, right, in the grand scheme of things, that would be quite nice, as then in that case we would have a higher low, as the previous low was right there. So if we can just get this stair-stepping like effect where, we go up, we set a high, come down, set a higher low, higher high. If we can continue that, then that is the definition of stair-stepping. So as of right now, that's what the 4-hour is looking like. If I go to the daily, you see that on a big scheme of things, we are setting lower lows and lower highs, which is the definition of a downtrend. So if we can get a, some nice bullish momentum, I should say, and potentially break out of this range, and that's really where the bulls would step up and potentially move this all the way back up to that $2.70 range. But as of right now, I do want to see us break out of this range. But you can see that I marked the below, and the previous one is lower, and I could keep going. You get the gist. The lows keep on getting lower on the grand scheme of things, and that's not what you want to see. for a healthy moving upwards trading stock. But with that being said, a move could happen at any time. And as of right now, we are bleeding off a pennant. We're coming into that support. The bulls would want to see some consolidation and then a lift off where the shorts would get squeezed that were in, from these levels shorting down. But with that being to the side, I will keep you guys updated if there's anything significant with the chart. Let me know if you want these SENS Sensonics videos, as I am making these stock videos daily. Have a good day, guys. I do mean that genuinely. If you found any value out of this video, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate that, I should say. But with that being to the side, have a good day. I do mean that genuinely. Take it easy, guys.